Hey guys, welcome to your week 5 music lesson. I miss seeing all you guys. I hope you're all doing okay. So today, you guys are going to compose a song using loops and MIDI to express the words from a poem through music and sound effects. Okay, so a few things to remember while you're working on this project. Make sure you follow the links in order in the folder, which I think you're probably doing. Using the assignment link, you're going to add music and sound effects to the poem that is read. Okay? Make sure to spread out the poem lines to match the song you're making. Relate different spooky sounds to the poem to match the words. All right? You must have an introduction, which means you're going to have music to start off at the very beginning of the poem. You must include one MIDI track that you're going to record into the song. I'll show you how to do that. You can even use the spooky sound that I put in the song already. And if you follow the assignment link, so when you're in the folder, you click on Soundtrap Assignment Week 4. You click on that. Then you work on your song, and then when you're done, it'll save, and I can see it already, so you don't have to share it with me. Cool. So here's the song. Oops, sorry, this isn't the song. I think this is the song now. Here's the poem, at least. Not the song yet. You guys are going to make it a song. So down here, right, I got my controls to move the cursor where I want it in the song. And let's just hear the poem real quick.
Someone came knocking at my window. Someone came knocking, I'm sure. I listen, I open, I look to the left and right. But not there was a stirring in the still dark night. Only the busy needle tapping on the wall. Only from the forest the screech owls call. Only the cricket whistling while the dewdrops fall. I know not again at all.
All right, so that's the poem. You guys don't have to record that. It's going to be in your project when you press the link to the project. Let's talk about the first thing that we want to do, an introduction. Okay, so I'm gonna find a loop track over here. Remember, if it's not already over here, you press that little button there with the 8th notes in it. I'm going to look for spooky or maybe mysterious. Mysterious vibes. Let's see what that is. Oh yeah, this is perfect. So I like this one. You can double tap here, or I can just click it and I'm gonna drag it. I'm not gonna put it in these first 2 tracks because it's gonna be easier for me to keep things separated. So I'm gonna put it in this track down here, and that's gonna be my introduction. I'm gonna have that play a little bit before. Maybe what I'll do is I'll try to spread these out a little bit for you guys too. I'm gonna have that play before we have any talking for the poem. So here it is right here. I'm going to start. This is going to be my introduction right here. It's going to play. All right, so the first thing that I said in the poem is someone came knocking at my wee door. So I'm going to look for knocking, maybe? Let's see if knocking is a sound. Knock. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is good. Well, how about... Oh, yeah, that's much better. That's much more spooky. This basically is just saying that you're using a sound from a different website, which is fine, because you can type right there in the loops what you're going to look for. All right, so let's see. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, and then I'm going to have this keep going a little bit, so that way we have a little bit of music while I'm talking. Here's the next part of the poem. Let's see what it says.
Someone came knocking, I'm sure.
So it says, someone came knocking, I'm sure. I'm going to show you guys a little trick over here. You can look for sound effects, or the abbreviation for sound effects is SFX right here. Boom. SFX. And these are all kind of like spooky little things here. It's not really music. It's more like just spooky stuff. Oh, I like that. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to put it in another track. I guess if you wanted to, you could put it in the same track if you're only going to use that track for sound effects. Okay, so I will put it in this track too. And I don't want it to go on forever, so I'm going to go to this little circle here, and I'm going to make it only go 2 times. Okay? So let's see what we got so far.
Someone came knocking at my window. Someone came knocking on, I'm sure. I listen, I open, I look to the left and right.
So the next part of the poem says, I listened, I opened, I looked to the left and right. All right, for this part, I'm going to show you guys how you can add the MIDI now, okay? So anytime you click over here, these are all loops, and then if you click on these keyboards over here, that's MIDI, okay? MIDI just means that you're going to input it with your fingers. You're gonna play it into the computer. So I'm going to show you, if you click on this second track, the Jeepers Creepers, and you click here, it's gonna show instrument, okay? So here's my instrument. If you can use your keyboard, you can see at the bottom of the screen, right? They're all labeled for your keyboard. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how we can kind of record that in there. All right, so I have it. You see that little red button is on there, record, basically because the keyboard is set up. You can press that red button there, or you can just click the keyboard here. And you can record. So if I press this button down here, that red circle, it's going to record. Okay, let me show you real quickly how you guys can put in your own MIDI track. I'm not really concerned about what you play. I more just want you to try it. Just try to play something. A good way to practice is if you could just press the play button like this. You can kind of so whatever you want it to be. I'm going to click over here. And I want the keyboard to come in here at this part. So I click there, and then I press this red circle. It's going to back up a little bit, so that way you're ready to play when it gets there, okay? Okay, that's all I was going to do. So I press the stop button, and then here you can see that the MIDI's in there.
I look to the left.
Okay, so there it is right there. A little trick over here, guys, in case you're seeing like, oh, that's really loud. I noticed that was very loud and I couldn't hear what the talking was at that part. You can control the volume down here. So if I go up, it's going to make the volume louder, and if I go down, it's going to make it quieter.
I look to the left and right.
So that way I have what I'm looking for. Okay? All right, guys, so while you're making your song today, make sure you're matching up the different sounds with the talking up here at the top. Make sure you have an introduction, you're using the sound effects, and you're trying to put some MIDI in there. Remember, MIDI is when you're clicking over here on this side of the computer, and you're going to play the keyboard with your fingers. All right, guys, if you need any help, I am available Mondays and Wednesdays for office hours. You can send me a Schoology message anytime. Mondays, the office hours are 11 to 12, and Wednesdays, they are from 1 to 2. All right, guys, I hope you're doing great, and I will talk to you soon.